Good morning and welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Well, hey friends, welcome back to Full Circle Ozarks. I'm out here at one of my trailers. I've got this winch here. It's a 3,500 pound winch, and I use it from time to time to pull stuff up on this trailer. And I think I want to put it on my sawmill. I put a winch on there, and the one I have on there to help roll a big log and turn it, it's a 1,200 pound. And we're going to be putting a large log. I say a large log. I think it's about 8.5, 9 foot long, and it's 21 inches or whatever. But it's an oak log, and it's going to be pretty heavy. And that 1,200 pound winch, it struggles sometimes to turn that log. So thought I'd put this 3,500 pound winch on there and see if it makes things go any easier. So we're going to take this off real quick. Okay, let's get this down to the sawmill and see if we can get it put on there. Okay, like I say, this is a 1,200 pound winch, so I'm hopeful the other one will just bolt right on here. Let me grab me a couple of wrenches. Let's see here. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go to the shop. I'm gonna have to cut those off. Okay, the bolt pattern on this mounting was a little bit different, so when I got it up there, I had to drill a couple of new holes, but we've got it on there. So anyway, we'll take these 2x6s off from a previous job, and I'm going to go get a big log and put on here. That was some extra 2x6s that I had from a previous job. I just strapped them together. Let me grab this log now and set on here. Now this is a pretty heavy log here. We'll curl him under, get weight closer to the front wheels. Well, folks, this is the first big log that I've been setting on the mill. So anyway, the log is kind of heavy. Once I get it set in place, we'll give you some measurements. I believe it's 21 inches on either end. That's a big oak log there, and that's why I wanted to get this new, not new, but it's a 3,500 pound winch on here to help turn it. That's a pretty good sized log. That's all the little tractor wanted to be able to pick it up. I could use the excavator probably, but I prefer the tractor in this case here. So let me grab a tape measure and we'll give you some dimensions. Well, on this end, that way it's 18 inches. This way it's about 20.5 inches. And it's 8 foot, 8 inches long. Just let me go down here and measure and I will tell you what I see here. 20 inches on this end. There's a part of this log here where it was kind of been busted off, so that's why I loaded it kind of the way I did. We're going to take off probably close to 6 inches off the top. Then I'm hoping I could go ahead and roll this over pretty easy with the winch. But in the meantime, I'll get the winch set over out of the way. So it's going to be interesting to know if adding this bigger winch is going to be helpful or not. There's quite a bit of dirt here where it was sitting on the ground. See if I can get most of that off. That really dulls the blade. Well, I think we're about ready to make the first cut. Friends, I wanted to take a moment and show you something before we actually started milling. The other day when I put the sawmill down here, I went ahead and took the tongue off, and that's in a previous video. Previously, when I was done sawing for the day, I would take a strap and anchor this down in case we got a high wind, and I didn't want it to push this down the rail. There's some of my fellow sawyers that reported they forgot to tie this down somewhere, and got a high wind, and it would push this completely off the rails of the mill. So I got to thinking about it, and again, this is a custom trailer, so I thought, well, there has to be a pretty simple solution. So I was laying in bed thinking about that, and here's what I came up with. This is simply a piece of rebar, just a piece of scrap metal that I had. I welded this right here up and just attached it, drilled me a hole here. That way when I'm done sawing for the day, I want to anchor it. And as they say, it ain't going nowhere. But I just want to take a moment and show you that. Let me go ahead and fire this mill up. Let it go ahead and warm up, and we're going to get to sawing. Add a little bit of water there. That is some beautiful wood, folks. You see that? But now we're going to test that winch out and see if that 3,500 pound winch makes it a little bit easier to roll this log. So the log roller is going to, which is a custom one that I made myself, we're going to test it out here. Well, folks, here we go. Let's see what happens. Wow, I'm impressed. Very little effort with that winch. And that turned good. I'll keep a little bit of pressure on it. Matter of fact, I'll have to back it off first. We'll take these off. Tighten it down here real good. And as they say, that one ain't going nowhere. This sure is turning out to be some pretty wood, but it's time to rotate it again. Let's put the log turner back on and see what happens. Well, is it going to turn as easy as it did last time? I sure hope so. Here we go. See some bark I need to get out. Tell you what, adding that 3,500 pound winch was just what I was needing. It gave me just enough oomph that I could easily crank that. And these pieces of PVC, these are Schedule 40. I believe that's, I don't see the size, I think it's a 2-inch though. But anyway, that's just enough to be able to turn that with ease. So if you need a good, easy way to turn your logs while they're on the mill, this may be a good option for you. I should note that's really the first upgrade I done to my custom log turner, just adding a little bit larger winch. So I'm very pleased with that. Well, folks, this is all I'm going to saw for right now. I'm going to leave these two cants down here. Those are 6x6s. But what I was needing 6 2x6s. And these are going to turn into a countertop. So I got these built up, and I think we're good to go on these now. So we'll probably put them through the planer. I will talk to my customer and see if he wants them planed, or if does he just want to glue them up like this, and then maybe put some poly over the top of it. And he may want to leave the saw marks on here. We'll just see. The saw marks are very minimal. Let me brush this off, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This lumber here is worthy of the water test. Let me put some water on here and show you what it looks like. We'll get you a little bit closer here. I want you to look at that grain, how beautiful that is. Wow. So I've got right over there, I have 4 2x6s right there. I have 2 2x6s right here. And I can cut more if I need to. Let me turn the camera back around. But don't you think that's pretty wood? My blade was getting a little bit dull right there on the very end, but this was fun to build up. It was fun trying my log turner out again with the little bit stronger winch, and this was a pretty good sized log. Oak, when you're dealing with it, it's heavy wood. It really is. But I'm hoping you get a chance to see what this turns into when we make the countertop. But folks, this is a good time also for me to end the video. So I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch our videos. It means a lot to us. Share with a neighbor, share with a friend if you like this content. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each time we publish a new video. Right now my publishing schedule is I publish a new video every Tuesday and every Thursday. So if you have that notification bell on, it will remind you that the video got published. So all I can say from here on out is take care, God bless, and we'll see you again on the next Full Circle Ozarks. God bless.